You could see houses on fire. You saw embers blowing under the cars. Anything that was burnable along the road, it was blazing on both sides. I call it PTSD, but you know, everybody was terrorized here. You know, you cannot imagine what it's like. You know, I'm one of the lucky ones.
We're living in a pretty unique period of time where climate is changing, and it's changing more rapidly actually than scientists originally projected, with not only increasing temperatures on average, but these much more frequent extreme weather events. We really have to understand that there's a reason why these fires are bigger, why they're more intense. That reason is actually climate change. And that can have long-term effects of, you know, post-traumatic stress symptoms can go on for a long time.
We cannot dissociate the environment from the individuals living in it. Both have an impact on each other, and when there are disasters like what we're witnessing now, the campfires, wildfires in California, basically people are unrooted. And they're similar to refugees because they are leaving a place that they didn't choose to leave. They're leaving for their safety, whether it's a war zone, whether it's a fire. PTSD could happen in any person who experiences stress that overwhelms the coping skills and the resilience factors.
I know that I have been pretty anxious and pretty shell-shocked, and sometimes I just kind of walk around in a daze. I had cancer recently, so you know, I'm still kind of affected emotionally by that, and so this is kind of just another, you know, just adding to the trauma.
Some people have a lot of sense of shame associated with an event, and they tend to isolate, but I would encourage them to actually break the silence. There are people who are there to help them, and they're not alone.
I have had previous treatment for PTSD, and so I can actually say that this trauma is related to present time. I'm not triggering on some past event. The first kind of stages is like shock, and then for me, you know, I started getting agitated, and from my previous experience with this, I was like, okay, you're out there, you need help, you need to go talk to somebody. This is not the bag that I'm looking for, but I'm going to take advantage of the mental health services. And so far I've used every one of them: spiritual, social work. PTSD is, people manifest it in different ways.
A lot of the things that we see are irritability, hopelessness, reliving the trauma.
Climate change is here, it's in the present, it's not the future anymore. This is really the new reality. We have to adapt in a lot of different ways, and one of them is preparing for the health consequences, developing systems of support, maybe more health professionals who can deal with, you know, mental health traumas.
I'm not in my normal routine, and you just don't feel good about yourself. And I have some goals of, you know, doing self-care showers every day instead of every 3 or 4 days, you know, set some goals and start wearing some makeup, and might even get my hair cut shorter. So I've got these goals that they say you take care of yourself. And I was asking myself, you know, do you want to spend the rest of your life rebuilding your life? But there are other alternatives. I'll be fine.